Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Derek and this is RimWorld Alpha 11. I'm going to be starting up a new series here and we're going to just try to survive the game. I'm going to go on rough difficulty, which is a little harder than I usually do, but not necessarily that impressive compared to some people on YouTube. So we'll see how it goes. Alright, so we'll create a new world. See, we'll do F230 here and we'll make it a little bigger. So if anybody wants to follow along at home, there's the seed for you. Let's see how this goes. Alrighty, that's not a bad looking world at all. Alright, I'm going to try one up on the ice sheet, which is ambitious to say the least. I don't think I'm quite that good at this game, but we'll see what we can get done. And we'll go in a mountainous area so we can kind of tunnel into the mountains. Alright. So, we'll make a new colony. We'll go Cassandra Classic, Rough. And there's today, so this is the one we just created. Alrighty, let's see. Let's go somewhere nice and chilly. Minus 58 Fahrenheit as the average January temperature. Goodness gracious. Well, that's going to be cold, alright. So, let's have at it then. Let's go ahead and pick these people. This is, for anybody who's played this game, you know this right here is pretty much the hardest part of the game, is making yourself satisfied with some people at the beginning. See, this guy's not going to do dumb labor, which is going to be a pain in the butt. So he won't clean, haul, or plant cut. He's a pretty good cook and decent, well, not good at research, but ready to learn some research. We'll think about that guy. Alright, a settler. We got some construction, some growing. We're definitely going to need to try to get some growing going, even though we're in this super cold biome. Let's see, he's a psychopath, a cannibal, and he's abrasive. This guy's nuts. But he takes care of our social aspect too, so we'll probably hang on to him. We don't need a teacher. A pilot. Good at shooting. Just acceptable at everything else. Let's hang on to him. He's better than this guy. Oh man, this guy's incapable of everything. He's incapable of intellectual and dumb labor. What an idiot. Alright, Candace, are you going to be the one? Socials 10, medicine, okay, mining, artistic. Alright, I think we're going to go with Candace here. She seems to be, although she's worthless in a fight. Absolutely worthless, but, oh, incapable of violent, okay. A psychopath that's incapable of violent. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Alrighty. Alright, so this guy we'll have to keep around for defense here. Max. Mad Max. We got Harp and Candace. Alright. Well, it probably is not the best that I could possibly get, but we'll go with it. I don't want to sit here all day playing around with that. Alrighty. Let's get this party started. And it's already 15 degrees out. Goodness gracious. Alright, Harp. You're not the one who was completely worthless, so you'll get the pistol. Max, you're going to get the rifle, of course. And we'll just unforbid that since Candace won't mess with it anyways. Alrighty. So, first order of business is going to be to see if we can grow anything anywhere. Is any of this soil growable? We'll find a nice big chunk of growable soil. There are no nice big chunks of growable soil. We'll take that chunk of growable soil. And let's go ahead and immediately put up a structure around this area. hopefully this isn't too ambitious on the structure size here. We're going to start off with pretty much steel because wood's going to be quite a resource in this one. Oh, that geothermal vent there is going to be very nice. Very nice. Oh, and another geothermal vent. Good gracious. Well, we're going to be blessed on geothermal, that is for sure. Luckily, there's quite a bit of metal around here, which is exactly what we're going to need. So like I was just saying, wood's going to be quite a resource since it's going to be hard to grow any trees here. It's going to take a long time and a lot of space, and we have neither of those. So we're probably going to be predominantly a metal-bearing society here. So let's go ahead and get that going. Manual priorities here. Max can't firefight. What is he, like, afraid of it or something? Gosh. Alright, for right now, everybody's #1 priority is going to be construct. I don't want anything else done. Because we need a house for them quickly. So we'll jump into 3 times speed here, just to get this house built up a little bit. Without some kind of housing, they're just going to die very quickly, and that's going to be a pain for everybody. So, you're going to need some warmth and some house. Get the house going. Some warmth's going to be difficult until we get some electricity, but we can work on that in just a second. Alright, so they're working on that. That's pretty good. We'll go ahead and throw a solar generator outside. The power conduit coming in, and a battery, and a heater or 2. So let's help them get on with that. Looks like they're mostly done building this thing, so that's good. Oh, and I just realized if they build this whole thing like this, it's just going to collapse on their heads, and that's not going to be fun. So let's go ahead and place some supports throughout. We'll make everything in there a growing zone. There we go. Alright, so now that they've built that, we can go ahead and try to wall in this structure. I think that'll be enough supports to keep the whole thing from coming down on their heads. Let's hope so. Let's see, they're going to get materials for all this different stuff I've asked them to build, which is good. Before you try to go to sleep, work on that immediately. That was silly of you. You could have used that metal. Okay. He slept outside, really? Come on. Construct that. I mean, dunce. Alright, well, just having it roofed in is going to help a little bit. That'll make it a little warmer for them. Although it's really going to be once we get this heater cranking away that they'll start to notice some heat for real. So that's our #1 priority. Next thing we're going to need to do is put some sun lamps in to make sure that this bit of growing zone that we got can actually produce. Because right now it's in total darkness, and so it's not going to do anything. You know, if you guys were smart, you would have built the solar panel first, and then all the other stuff, like I kind of told you in the order of things. Alright, so now that that's pretty well done, let's go ahead and say you're going to be #1 doctor, you're not going to be a big constructor. We'll keep you at pretty high on that. Put you 2 and 1. Everybody can do that. Max will definitely be our hunter. You're going to be the cook once we get around to cooking. Everybody, I want 1 on flick because I hate waiting for that, and I always do 1 on patient as well, because if they're injured, that needs to be priority. So let's go ahead with that. That priority of things. If one of you idiots would work on the solar panel, that would be fantastic. Alright, here we go. Max is the only one who seems to care about this. We'll go ahead and create a stockpile over here for them to just put general stuff in. A little 7x7 going on there. That ought to be okay. Let's see. This thing needs a little bit more. Looks like we've used up the bulk of our metal resources. There's silver right above us, which is nice. There's some metal over there that I can get them to go mine. Looks like they're not going to get much heat tonight. It's going to be cold by the time this thing comes on. You guys really shouldn't sleep outside. That's just silly. That's not where we want that to go. So we'll build them some beds so they stop sleeping outside. Hypothermia. Well, 3 guesses that that's Max having hypothermia out here because he slept outside in the freezing cold. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and order some mining of this steel here. Looks like there's some more steel here. And we'll see if we can't run into any veins of steel inside, as that would be far preferable to outside steel. Also, looks like we're going to need some more heaters. I know it's kind of a cheaty thing to just put all the heaters right next to each other. You know, obviously in reality that's not how you would want to do that. But it works in the game and it saves us running wires all over the place, so we'll go with it. This ought to get us some more solar power going so that we can run those little lamps. Those lamps are going to be a hot ticket item. They take a lot of power. Okay, so they're picking up some steel from over there. That's pretty good. We can handle that. Building the steel beds. Alright. If they would finish the beds, that would be fantastic. Then they could actually sleep in them tonight. There we go. We'll have enough beds for everyone to sleep in at least. You can sleep inside in the toasty 60 degrees Fahrenheit. That's pretty good. That's not too cold at all. They should be able to handle that no problem. See if when the sun goes down, these batteries are able to hold out. Oh, the sun never completely goes down up here. Oh, look at that. They actually modeled for this part of the year that it's never totally dark. That's Sleepville. Okay. That's impressive. I did not realize that they did that. Wow. That is pretty good. Nice job, RimWorld, guys. That's impressive. What are these things even set at? 70 Fahrenheit? We don't need that one. 3 of them's enough for now. Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and build it. Because we might not need it now, but we're certainly going to need it when the outdoor temperature drops a bit. So we'll have them continue with that. And we'll go ahead and say, see, we want a butcher table for sure. See where we'll put that. I'm hesitant to put anything against that back wall because I know that we're just going to want to reuse that. You know, we're going to want to build into that later, so I don't want to put anything there. And we'll make this our corpse thing for animal corpses. That'll be on our hunter. Okay, there's a visitor. That's cool. I don't really care right now. Let's see. Is there... There's nothing to hunt out here, is there? Wow. A lot of food laying around. There's literally nothing to hunt on this map, is there right now? Man. This is gonna be rough. They're not even giving us anything to hunt out here. Woo. This is gonna be something else, guys. We better get this little farm operation going quickly. These things haven't grown at all yet because I still haven't put in the lamps, because we need some more power before we can support those lamps. They take a ton of energy. So let's go ahead and have him work on that. I don't know where he's taking that silver to. Max. There's bigger fish to fry here, my friend. And that's what she chose to build. that little end of stuff. Goodness gracious. These people are not smart, and it's going to get them killed. Where on earth did this guy even go? Oh, he went out there to get a piece of food that was laying down there and eat it. Okay. Why don't you stop collecting stuff and actually... You can't build stuff, can you? Because you don't have any more metal. There's some metal for you. A little far away, I know, but until our little miner gets on to mining the correct stuff. We'll go ahead and do that to make sure that they're mining the right thing. Production-wise, we want to get a research bench in before too long. So we'll just go ahead and throw one of those down there somewhere. Ancient Danger. I have never seen that before. That's interesting. Bet it's one of those cryo sleep things. Gonna jump out and kill us if we run in there. We'll have to be careful if we mess with that, that's for sure. This has got all the steel it needs, so why are they not building it? He's already constructing it, okay, so he is building it. We've got all the heaters we want, we're at good heating temperatures. Is she building? Okay, good, good. What's it look like right now? We're... Alright, they're actually growing now. Oh, and a wanderer joined. So let's take a look at this new person we've got here. A clerk. Not jumping out at anything particularly good. Let's see, we'll make them a #1 miner. They got one little fire in miner, so that'll be acceptable. They have a weapon. Hey, he's got a shank, a wooden shiv. I don't think you need to be a hunter, my friend. Not that there's anything to hunt on this map anyways, so it's not really going to matter. But we'll make you predominantly a miner. So let's go back into fast speed. Hopefully these people can get this guy built up for us. Let's see, we're dipping to negative power in the quote-unquote night. But not too much. But we're going to want to build 3 or 4 more of these things, so we definitely need that stuff to get built. And quickly. So let's go ahead and do that. If you don't mind sleeping in the light. But that's the way it's going to be here. build some more beds over there. These people later. We'll go ahead and have them get little bedrooms down here. That one. There we go. Put that on their to-do list for a little while. When Red, our miner, starts himself going, that'll be good. Looks like somebody built a snowman. Alright, some venison, that's not too bad. Let's go up here and production-wise build a cook stove. Okay, that'll work. I like to square it up against something, and I wasn't going to be happy with it if it was sitting all off to the side. So let's see, this thing isn't growing at all because it's not light enough. Let's see, is this able to grow? Okay, that is. It's 13%, 0%. Right, so that's about the limit of how far stuff's actually going to grow. And that stuff's growing at 87% speed. That's not too bad. Alright, Harp, what do you got? Building some solar panels, good. Good, 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 good. I have lots of solar panel now. So, let's go ahead and get another sun lamp in here. That ought to be good on these solar lamps for the moment. We'll see how that makes everything work out. It's going to be a lot of power. So probably go ahead and build another one of these at least, since they're dropping to so low production at night. Although, man, the fact that we're not actually in nighttime is great now, but it means later in the year we're going to be in perpetual night. That's going to be significantly worse, so we'll see. Oh, and they did strike some steel out here, so that's good. That's good indeed. Alright, let's go ahead and make a dumping zone. And to dump junk. And we'll order all this stuff to get hauled out here. Just order everything that's inside to get hauled out. Poor mood and low food. Yeah, well, we know about low food. That's no surprise to anyone. Well, guys, let me know if you liked this series. I'm going to go ahead and take a break here for a little while. So if you liked it, go ahead and leave a like or a comment so that I know to keep doing the same thing. And we'll see how this goes. It's going to be an interesting game for sure. See you guys next time.